Here we are in Chulia in the heart of Georgetown, and on this road you can find many watering holes, from the casual and laid-back ones to the ever-popular, ever-crowded, trendy place which is called Poco. But that's only one place which I find myself coming back to every single time, even if it's only for just one drink. Hey you, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I for one strongly believe in supporting the small local businesses, and for this reason alone, I always make it a point when I'm in Penang to come back to the Hong Kong bar and say hello to Jenny. Jenny inherited this business from her parents, who were the faces behind this place, which was also once upon a time known simply as the Aussie Bar. I guess it's a little known fact amongst the younger generation, amongst the younger Malaysians, but there was actually a huge Royal Australian Air Force base in Butterworth on the mainland of Penang between 1958 to 1988. And when the lads from the Air Force base were ready for a bit of weekend R&R, they would head to Penang, the island itself, and they would do their banking there, perhaps get their haircut. But one thing for sure, they would always go to the Hong Kong bar. And the Hong Kong bar ended up like a second home to the lads from the Royal Australian Air Force, and it became quite an institution in itself. I find it a little sad that this place is becoming kind of like a forgotten relic of Penang. You don't find many pubs like this in Penang or even in Malaysia. The Hong Kong bar is like a mini museum in itself, and it houses tons and tons of rare photographs and plaques and all kinds of bits and bobs contributed by the then Butterworth RAAF community. The Hong Kong bar wasn't only popular with the Air Force people from Butterworth, but it was also the favorite watering hole of the seamen who came from the merchant vessels, the merchant ships, which docked in the harbour of Penang. I'll never get bored looking at the photos on the wall of the happy faces of the people who once frequented the Hong Kong bar. And sometimes I can't help but to wonder, who are these people and where are they right now? One of the most prized possessions of Hong Kong bar is its visitor's book. Anyone and everyone who had ever stepped foot into the Hong Kong bar would have left their jottings in this. It's actually a series of books left on the counter, and unfortunately, the precious books during the era of the RAAF, that's between the 50s, 60s and 70s, well, the books were destroyed during a fire which ravaged the building in September of 2004. So much memories destroyed in the place, and not only the visitors' books, but also lots of precious memorabilia. And within 6 months, they did manage to rebuild the Hong Kong bar after the fire, and it still stands today on Chulia. I guess in a way, with the pandemic and the travel restrictions we had in the last 2 years or so, it has kind of taken its toll on the Hong Kong bar and also the other F&B outlets on the island, in fact the rest of the world also. But nonetheless, I'm very pleased to find out on this trip that Hong Kong bar is still standing, it's still running, and all we have to do is to just give it constant support to keep this little precious gem going. I'm Gobble Guzzle wrapping up this short vlog on the Hong Kong bar. It's strange actually because I've been here countless times but never gotten around to doing a video of it. Anyway, be kind always and spread peace, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye bye.